I'm Matt Corso. I'm the art director at High Voltage Software. I've been with the company for 10 years. High Voltage has been in business for about 16. We're a full-service developer. We make games for all the major platforms. Most recently, folks may have heard of our game The Conduit, which has been released for Nintendo Wii. We also have some new games coming out like The Grinder and Gladiator AD, which are also exclusive Wii titles. We've done a lot to push our Wii technology in the studio. It's done very well for us as a result. We make a lot of different games, so artists who work in our studio have a lot of opportunities to do anything from super realistic characters using programs like ZBrush and Mudbox to really get out the great detail and 3D models, all the way down to lower resolution stuff for PSP titles, just to ensure that even though it's low resolution, it still looks really great. So a lot of cool things happening in the studio right now.
Sounds like it. What are some of the components that you think make up a great portfolio?
As far as some of the components that I think make up a great portfolio, I think a lot of the exciting aspects of a portfolio are immediately visible to the art director that sees the portfolio. You want there to be something that pops, something that shows that the artist has an understanding not only technically of how to draw things, but also has good personality to go along with the work that they're showing to us. So it's a great idea to have a portfolio that has a wide range of different styles available, because studios such as ours might require an artist to do more cartoon type work, but also more realistic stuff. And the folks, very talented folks who work for our studio, in many cases are capable of doing that. So we like to see stuff that is visually exciting and you can immediately recognize some great potential in the work.
Are there any specific skill sets or trends that you see that students or people entering the industry should kind of get before they graduate to work for your company?
As far as specific trends, definitely over the years, the technology has continued to change, so the types of submissions that come through the studio change along with them. So now you see a lot more high-res material coming through, a lot more very high-detail material. We think that's great, and we love to see that because it gives the artist a chance to really open up and try new things. Other trends too is as game styles continue to change. You also notice that students who are fans of those games will gear their work toward the type of studio that they're hoping to work for, or the company who makes the game that they love very much, and so you'll see a lot of that come through in the types of portfolios that come through our studio.
What's been your favorite part of SIGGRAPH so far?
So far I've really been in the job fair for the most part, but typically my favorite part of SIGGRAPH is the fact that working a lot of trade shows, it's just a great chance to get back and meet some of the folks that I see at all the different shows. And there's some really awesome people in the industry, very talented people in the industry, so it's just a lot of fun to compare notes and share stories. So typically that's my favorite part.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.